I fucking hate being called an influencer. I hate it, like to every piece to my core. When I started recording myself, I never set out to be an influencer. As opposed to that, I like the term content creator, and I personally feel like your mindset is like, I want to be an influencer versus like, I want to make sweet content that resonates with people are very, very different. Prior to being a crypto YouTuber, I dabbled in car YouTube, and even more specifically, a subset of that, which is really detailing and automotive product manufacturing. When I got into crypto, I quickly learned that this is all you're gonna do. This is it. It is overwhelming. And it was exciting to make content on cryptocurrency, especially back in 2017, which is when I started making content. I started researching it seriously at the end of 2016. I looked at it a little bit previously, but of course, like a freaking fool, I wrote it off. I didn't believe in it, or I used the excuses I didn't have any money to put towards it. I mean, I bet you, we all wish we could go back and put even just a couple $100 towards Bitcoin and other cryptocurrencies back in those early years, now don't we? Spring has sprung, so I hope the birds aren't too annoying here on camera. What's your go-to fix for caffeine? Me? Recently, I've been on a G Fuel kick. And no, I'm not some G Fuel sponsored dude. I don't have a code. Go buy it on their site or Amazon or their TikTok shop or wherever the hell you want. Or don't. I don't care. And that's a great subject segue. Sometimes I replace it with my morning coffee. It's 140 milligram caffeine shot for me, which is a really good spot for me. That's a very good dosage for me. It's like a couple cups of coffee. Being a influencer, right? And whether that's cryptocurrency or whatever else, right? Or, I bring up G Fuel, right? And it's like, oh, he just wants that brand because he wants you to use his code because he wants a referral, or they paid him. He's a sellout. It's very frustrating because, I'm a passionate guy. I do a lot of the things I'm simply into. Like, I love cryptocurrency and the tech. I love mining and the tech. That's why I got into it. That's why I do it, right? I mean, I like energy drinks, specifically if they're not absolutely crushing me and loaded with sugar. But you get a little bit of popularity online, and I could not be more thankful for the incredible VoskCoin channel and social media subscribers and followers. But you get a little bit of a following, and then everyone just wants to discredit you. Like, oh, he doesn't actually like it. It's because they paid him. Or it's because they sent it to him for free. Like, man, I dunk on shit I get for free all the time. I also praise things I get for free sometimes because it is really good. I think it's a hard thing for people to balance because many people do sell their souls. I don't. I think the biggest value in VoskCoin, in me, is just keeping it real. It's like, so what makes VoskCoin a good channel? I have a simple, humble goal of just being authentic, genuine, honest, and if it's sweet, I think it's sweet and I tell you. If I think it sucks, I think it sucks and I tell you, and I put my money where my mouth is. And I mean, I am pouring my money and funds into the mining farm. You best believe I believe this. I bought land. 1, because I wanted land. 2, right? 2, for tails. Of course, obviously, we need some more room to play ball. And then 3, to have an area to build a solar-powered mining farm. I literally bought a farm and I am upgrading it to also take part in digital modernized farming. Mining farm. It's a mining joke. Have you ever heard that quote that the best politicians are the people that never wanted to be politicians? When you really think about it, it starts to make a lot of sense, and I won't go into the weeds about how all that stuff is oftentimes so incredibly corrupt. But I think that can be very true about influencers, right? Or content creators. The people that just started making videos and content, like I started making videos in the beginning because there were not any videos. There were no videos in the style that I like to watch, which is ideally like a 15-minute video format where it's fun, it's exciting, it's funny, it's interesting, it's detailed, but it doesn't go on and on and on and on. That was the core goal of the VoskCoin YouTube channel, to have, consumable content and document what I'm doing, because I was spending more money than I had ever spent. I took on debt to build my shed and my GPU mining farm in the shed. I was buying ASICs with all the funds I had, and then also on credit. If all that stuff went instantly belly up, I was gonna be selling my cars, maybe my house. I absolutely wagered it. I put it on the line. But the point is, I didn't set out to be like, I'm gonna be a crypto influencer. No. I set out to make videos and have fun and help others. And some of my early videos, I had really also recorded just to send to my cousin to show him what I was doing, because he was fumbling through the same stuff at the same time. And we didn't even know what the PCIe cable was called on the power supply. Like, is it a PCIe? Is it a VGA? I don't know. It's the thing that plugs into the graphics card. I could barely set up a plug-and-play GPU mining rig in the beginning. I'd never built a computer before. I didn't really feel like I could have ever afforded to build a computer prior to that. I was constantly, putting just my little bit of money away that I could save to be able to buy a house, to get out of, kind of crappy living arrangement, to give you the short of that. I wanted, what I considered to be a level of freedom and just stability. And then I could start pursuing, financial freedom. It goes back to that thing where you have to take care of your basic needs, right? You need food, comfort, shelter, right? You need your basic needs met. And then you can start to look at doing things beyond, just the bare bones basics. Moving beyond being, hand to mouth. But to bring it back on topic, let's talk about, influencers and content creators and stuff like that. I saw a stat the other day. It's something like 1 in 4 kids or something want to be an influencer now. Back in my day, 1 in 4 kids wanted to be a police officer, a firefighter, a veterinarian. I wrote down in the 3rd grade that I wanted to be an engineer. And little did I know how heavy engineering was in math. Pretty easy math. I found math to be incredibly boring once you get to the advanced sectors like trigonometry and so forth. But the point is that it's a very different world. It's a very different era. And my generation is a very unique generation where we were raised by the old generation. We played outside, but we also then went inside and played video games. We grew up with the internet. I was a semi-pro gamer on dial-up internet at one point in my life. Right, like it's 56K, baby. Cue the dial tone. It was different. But now people think that you need to become a guru, an influencer, a shill, and it's so much just online fronting and fake lives and looking like you're so much more than you are. But what resonates is being real. I don't follow anyone who I think's fake as and a lot of these guys are the classic, truly, it's such a good term, the fake gurus. Like, okay, what makes you successful? Oh, I teach people how to be successful. Well, how are you successful? Well, I teach people how to be successful. Oh man, pileated woodpecker. Beautiful. Maybe you can podcast. I turned into that dang kickball dad guy off of TikTok.
Northern ruffling swallow, swamp sparrow, you have a little chipping sparrow. Love those little guys.
But the real point I'm trying to drive home is that we look at crypto influencers in particular. Most of them don't have your best interest. Most of them are hidden advertisements. You would be absolutely astonished how many popular crypto YouTube channels and TikTok's way worse. Crypto TikTok videos that are just hidden ads. You think you're watching these guys and they give a f about you. They don't even click paid promotion. I disclose relationships. 1, because I have to. 2, because if I was you watching me, I would want to know. If you think because so-and-so is a sponsor of VoskCoin and now, you don't really take what I say, seriously, that's fine. That's your decision to make. All I can do is remind you that I give it to you real, whether or not it's sponsored. But these guys, right, because we get a lot of offers. We get a lot of emails, Telegram messages, Discord DMs, and stuff like that. Hey, we want you to shill our coin, and we want you to say XYZ, and we want this to be the video title, right? So I see so much stuff behind the scenes. So much stuff. And then I look over there, and I see a guy who's supposed to be the real deal. I see a guy who's maybe getting a few more views on his videos than me. Maybe he's got a few more subscribers or similar to me. And then I see that same fucking video title. I'm like, oh, no way. Let me click it. I can't believe he lets these lames write his own video titles and stuff. Like, I write whatever title I want. Because if we work with any video sponsors, I'm like, hey, by the way, we maintain full creative control. We'll say whatever we want. You're paying for coverage on the channel. You are not paying for favor. You can't buy favor. You buy coverage. This is more like a third-party audit. That's how VoskCoin rolls. But so I click on that video, and sure enough, no paid promotion, no mention of being sponsored. Just you know, screaming like it's the next insert whatever title coin of this bull run. I'm like, damn, man, you fake as fuck. Twitter's the worst. I actually said TikTok's the worst. I really focus heavily on video content. It's kind of what we do, but obviously I'm a participant in crypto Twitter. Almost every Twitter thread you see is probably sponsored or has some paid group at the end. So many of these Twitter accounts, they come out of nowhere and they're popular and it's fake. It's paid. And very seldom does it even come out. You would be astonished how many potential sponsors of the channel walk away when I say, no, we're not gonna do a hidden ad. This is being disclosed. And then sometimes they even say, what if we pay you more? And I'm still like, no, okay? I've poured my heart, soul, and everything in between into VoskCoin for over 7 years now. I'm not pissing that away for one paid video. VoskCoin to me is a labor of love. It's a capstone project for me. It's, you know, something I'm proud of. This is like my legacy, and that's how much it matters to me. A lot of these guys are looking for the payday. They're looking for the exit. The sun is coming to get me. Melting. Why did I choose to shoot this here?
Listen, I gave.
I'll have to lean in. How you doing? But yeah, I mean, I know this maybe is a boring video to some people. It's not breaking news. But sometimes I feel like we need to just sit down and talk about the reality of the situation, things to be aware of, things to look out for. One thing I really recommend you do as a crypto content consumer is comment. You don't even need to attack. That gets old quick and oftentimes just less responses. Comment on my channel. Comment on their channel, whatever you're watching. And if you're unsure at all, ask and say, did so-and-so sponsor this video? Do you have a paid relationship with X company? I shouldn't say X anymore because Elon made an annoying business name, X, Y company or whatever. Or whatever else for clarity. And then, if they lie straight to your face, one, to be frank, it's incriminating. Two, you can see some true colors real quick. And for me personally, if it's paid promotion, or I even think like, I don't know, maybe kind of, I just click paid promotion. It's not worth it to me. Two, we have our disclaimer on the bottom, which is a reminder that it's not financial advice. And obviously I'm into crypto, like a holder, an investor, whatever. That should be really plainly obvious. But I try to go even further and remind, viewers on videos like, oh, like I bought into this, or I mine this, or I have this, or I hold this, or they sponsored this, or they've supported us before, or we are an affiliate for whoever else. And honestly, I feel like it kind of makes the content worse because other than, the important truth of it, but it's like, geez, I mean, this guy's just like a walking disclaimer.
Serious side effects may happen, including pancreatitis. Tell your doctor if you have diabetic retinopathy or vision changes. Common side effects are nausea, vomiting, diarrhea, stomach pain, and constipation.
And it's tough. The difficult thing with cryptocurrency in particular is that it's very money based. It's very financially based. Like, if I was reviewing video games all the time, kind of like who cares if Nintendo sent me Zelda? I was gonna freaking buy it anyway, right? But it's like, oh, they sent you a miner, and that miner mines Bitcoin, and Bitcoin trades for $60,000 a coin. So they sent you something that makes money, right? Zelda's not gonna make me money unless, take off as a big Zelda streamer. And the point is that, it is a touchy sector because it's not just money making, and that will severely influence people to viewers and creators, but it's easy to get emotional, right? Somebody attacks your bags, now you're upset. Are you upset about what I'm saying? Are you mad at me for how I said it? Are you mad at the truth? Are you mad because this hurts your investment? Or are you mad because you don't think it was good research, or it's wrong and so it's FUD? Like, you know, why? Take a step back and think, like, why are you getting upset? And I mean, I guess that's just the reality of it. You know, it's money based. It's emotional. It's not like I'm saying I drive Ford and you drive Chevy and your Chevy sucks. It's bigger than that. Granted, some of those guys would get as upset as if it wasn't, which that's just, they need to do some soul searching. I love my '03 Cobra, but I get in that thing and it doesn't even have 15,000 miles on it. And then I go to roll the window down and it's a damn Garage Queen and the window doesn't go down. I'm like, I hate Ford quality. It's like, you know, I love the car, engine, the feels raw, you know, it's freaking sweet. But like, oh, Ford doesn't know how to make like window motors among numerous other things. So like, it's just boom, done. Now I got to take it apart and replace it or fix it or whatever else. So to round it out, right? It's like, you know, I make crypto content. How do we earn? We have video sponsors. We have monetization from views, right? Like YouTube, you know, monetization and things like that. Obviously we have affiliate links. And that's the big thing that kills me is, you know, I get really excited about certain miners because they're fun, they're new, they're exciting, they're profitable, whatever. And then people, you know, sometimes go to discredit me and say that, oh, he just wants to refer an affiliate sale. I mean, one, we influence a lot of sales that we never even get credited for. One, that sucks. Two, it's not as lucrative as you may think or make up in your mind. We make more money with video sponsors than we do affiliate sales. One, you know, if you care, a lot of times I'm trading coverage for hardware because it just creates a conservative business and it helps me to ensure we can have a longer runway as a business. So for example, sometimes I get miners for free, right? But I have obligations to show the mining reseller, you know, 15 times over the quarter or something like that. Or sometimes we get miners at their cost or, you know, a reduced cost. Oftentimes, especially now, we're just buying miners as I've been building out the mining farm and have bigger capacity. Like just a couple weeks ago, I dropped 40 grand on miners. That's how serious I take this. Again, putting the money where my mouth is. But the bottom line is I'm an open book here. I'm happy to, you know, be transparent and explain anything. I'm proud of the business and what we do and what I've built and the fact that VoskCoin employs 7 people and the cutest Doge in the world. So let's close this out with 10 seconds of tails. And hope you like this content. Let me know down in the comments below. Is this interesting or is it boring? And someone get the dang sun off me. Just got a haircut. I'm going to get sunburned. I'll see you later. And watch out for anyone who's so excited to call themselves an influencer. I find it cringy. Don't call me an influencer. If nothing else, I'm grandfathered in. I'm a content creator, or just as I really have always said, I'm just a Doge dad, man. I make videos. Used to be in my garage in my basement. Now it's in my spare bedroom upstairs. I'm just a dude yelling at the camera with the cutest Doug. I'll see you later.